All right, YoungLA world, we're gonna walk into, I would say, the most iconic display of bodybuilding achievements you will ever see, and especially coming from Mr. Olympia. Now, there's a lot of trophies here. You're gonna see Arnold Classic trophies, Sandow trophies from the Mr. Olympia, but a hell of a lot of different magazine covers, memorabilia, a lot of history and a lot of memories. So this is the iconic Jay Cutler office that everybody wants to see. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the history. Anyone that knows what these are, this is the Mr. Olympia trophy. This is called the Eugene Sandow trophy that you can see these books here, okay, which were given to me. So I won 4 of these, and this is the ultimate achievement in bodybuilding. There's nothing bigger than this. So 4 Mr. Olympias, but I did finish a lot of second places to Ronnie Coleman, who you guys know very well also. I was fortunate enough to win also along that journey, the Arnold Classic. These are the Arnold Classic trophies right here. This is 3 years in a row I won the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, okay? These are extremely heavy, by the way. They weigh a lot. This was 02, 3, and 4. So when I wasn't winning Mr. Olympia, I was winning the second most prestigious show there is, and I'll show you also what else I won with that. But here are some of the medals. These silvers are all second place finishes at the Mr. Olympia. A couple other awards, second at Joe Weider's Italy show. This was in Romania, the Show of Strength, which I got second in. And then a lot of the golds up there. And of course the final gold, which was 2010. And then my final Olympia placing in the top was 2011. I finished with a silver, which that case is actually made for a gold. So I planned to win an extra gold, and I finished second to Phil Heath. So this was actually a billboard in Times Square. This was on every bus back in 2004 for the Mr. Olympia. This was the most broadcasted Mr. Olympia of all time. And you can see some of these magazines from all the foreign countries, Japan. Some of my first muscle and fitness covers. I was 23 here. I was 21 there. Kind of cool. A lot of memorabilia. My first professional win, Night of Champions. And you can see next to that, I have a YouTube 100,000 subscribers, which was a huge milestone for me. I've been doing YouTube since 2008, and I just received this about 2 weeks ago. So this is, many of you watching this is your goal, right? This is 1 million subs on Jay Cutler TV. This is my YouTube channel. So pretty proud moment for me, which I'm doing a celebration with some of my subscribers. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but this was a huge milestone. I've been talking about this for quite some time. So this is what they send you when you win 1 million subs. So a couple things, Arnold Classic. I won 3 Hummer trucks. Those are the toys until they actually gave me the built vehicles. I got to build my own. Okay, Mr. Olympia was named after this beer. So Joe Weider, who formed the Mr. Olympia, was drinking this beer, having a conversation, I believe, with Larry Scott, who was the first winner in '65, and said, I'm gonna do a contest. At the time there was Mr. Universe, Mr. World, all these contests. This is the actual can of beer that they were drinking at the time. But you can see it. I have so much memorabilia, all the coins that I'm given. This was something that they had in AutoZone. They had all these trading cards. So I had these muscle machines. All these were different, came with different cars. Collector's piece. That was part of my journey. You know, just gifts that a lot of the fans that give me over the years. I'm a sports guy, so I have a Peyton Manning signed football, Paul Pierce, basketball, of course, being from Boston. This was kind of cool. Some of the greats. I mean, you got quite a few Mr. Olympias on here besides Kai Green almost, but Sean Roden, who's no longer with us. I always wanted to get this signed, and unfortunately Sean had passed, so I mean, these are all current guys I can probably still get the signatures for, but pretty cool. Living Large, this bodybuilding.com, a lot of you guys know me from the Living Large trainer, where they came in my house and showed my lifestyle, jumping in the swimming pool, doing the cannonball. That's pretty iconic. Normal places to eat. You can't ride in certain size cars, can't ride in certain size airplane seats, going to hotels overseas, staying in small beds, trying to fit in small showers. It's hard to shop, it's hard to go out to eat, it's hard to travel. So, I mean, when you're 290 pounds, it's very difficult to do a lot of things. So they gave me that as kind of a nice little award. So a lot of memorabilia, a lot of magazine covers, achievements, newspaper articles. But man, like, I look back and I reflect. I come in this room on a daily basis and I see, like, even the pictures of me and Arnold at the top. I mean, never imagined where I came from that I would be in you know, being this success of fitness. You know, it was something that I dreamed about as a kid, starting training at 18, and I just wanted to display this room. So my biggest fear is I ever move, I have to pull this down and rehang it back up, and it's kind of staggered in here with space, and I'm still adding. I have a ton more stuff to add, actually. I still have some pictures here, me and my dad, and some other pictures I want to add, but there's so much memorabilia I still want to add. These are more magazines that, you know, this is recent from my Lifetime Achievement Award. I just was speaking, and some of the magazine covers that still come across the show. Someone just gave me this as a nice gift, the quad stomp. Everyone knows me for that iconic quad stomp.
You still get stuff sent to this day? I
get stuff sent. You know, one thing I've been able to establish is a great fan base around the world. When we say around the world, every culture there is, and I've traveled to every country there is. And like I said, bodybuilding is one of those unique careers where people of all sorts of level, I call everyone kind of a bodybuilder, but when you're competitive, and obviously you achieve certain things on stage, you know, you're recognized on a different level of platform. So for me to be able to travel worldwide and be, you know, someone at inspiration, especially through social media, and that's why I still continue to do a lot of content. And if a lot of the content you see is educational, so I want to teach people how to live the lifestyle, how to work out, how to eat, you know, how to train, and show like, hey, you can still do this. Even, you know, me being at the age that I'm at, you know, I'm not financed as a professional bodybuilder anymore, although I still have a lot of endorsements, and, you know, I've used a lot of my branding now that have work around the fitness community. But it's just a great honor to be able to be that person, and that's something that I want to continue to do and show people, no matter what the age, no matter what your circumstances, anyone can become successful at what they do. So that's what I continue to do to this day.
Any favorites in here?
You know, I come in, you know, you walked in my office, so I'm gonna show first. I mean, you look at all these covers and you see muscular development, you see flex, and you see muscular NPC. I mean, there's so many different covers, but I would probably say this magazine, when that hit the newsstands, okay, this photo was taken in 1995, in August of 95. I remember exactly, it was actually Marina Del Rey. We took this right by the Cheesecake Factory. That was on every magazine newsstand in every grocery store. So you went to check out, and that was right next to National Enquirer, all the Us Magazine, everything. So people recognized you, and that may not seem like a big deal to you guys, you know, especially now with social media, like you have X amount of followers. But man, if you had a magazine cover, you made it, right? Especially Muscle and Fitness, because the distribution was worldwide. Like millions of people subscribed to that. This Flex magazine right here, where I'm ripping the cover of Dexter Jackson and Phil Heath, like this is the 2009, this is the quad stomp year I came back to win the title when no one thought I was going to win it. So that was a huge turning point for me. It was kind of revitalizing my career. So I kind of look at my career as several different levels, and I leveled up that year and I did that iconic quad stomp, and that was like history, you know. So I think those probably would be the most. I mean, obviously being, you know, my idol Arnold, I mean, pictures with him. There's even, you know, unique pieces that friends have given me or fans, you know, that really put together collages. And, you know, I used to host like arm wrestling at schools in California, and, you know, I donated equipment to the gym that I started at in high school. And, you know, this is like my Sterling newspaper, like that's the town I grew up in, Sterling, Massachusetts. And, you know, they did an article on that. So I think that's pretty cool. Here's me being compared to Jay Cutler, the football player. That was actually in Sports Illustrated. So we actually, the year he got drafted was the year I won the Mr. Olympia. So people recognize Jay Cutler, the name. I'm the real Jay Cutler, not the football player. So this is another area I wanted to put a lot of memorabilia. I was running out of space. I do a lot of work with the military. So I tour with the USO. This is actually from our Air Force, the Thunderbirds. So they gave this all to me. I couldn't actually fly. They wanted to fly me in the plane, but I couldn't fit at the time. So just kind of a couple things I've been given. I mean, I actually took a tour to Italy for the first time in 2003, and I saw the Colosseum. And if you haven't seen it in person, some of you guys probably lived there, but this is the most incredible sight. I remember I've never really been breathtaking in a moment, and that was one of them actually. And I got to visit you know, obviously I went to France also and saw the Eiffel Tower, and that was kind of cool. I got to go up top, and I went in April, so the weather wasn't so good, but a couple of the memorabilia pieces, like I said, the NG's trophies are here. This was the Dutch Grand Prix that I won in 2003, English Grand Prix that I was a winner there in 2003 also. Rocky, that was my inspiration. This is a gift from a fan. He gave me this in Mexico. One of my famous poses. So some of the cool gifts. I sponsor a lot of sports little kids teams, so I do a lot of that. A lot of charity work. I can't forget, I got this from YoungLA, the Mr. Nice Guy Award. This actually just came this year, 2023. So shout out to Gary and the team. So along with the Arnold Classics, there's the famous Most Muscular Award. I won it 3 years in a row also, and that's kind of cool. Where you can see the Most Muscular awards. Don't mind the bong here. Yeah, so these are the most muscular. So 2002, 3, and 4. So this is a crystal. This is actually real gold. This was handmade, this award. So I won this along with the Hummers, the trophies, and the check for 100 grand. Recently this year, if you guys watched the Arnold Classic, I won the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's for the, Arnold gave me that. This was another one that I won, Lifetime Achievement. I forget which one this was, but. So I got a lot of cool accolades of what I've done. Anyone that knows me, followed my career, I actually was heavy into real estate. So every bodybuilding check I won, I invested, or I put away into my retirement. So I had a defined benefit plan. So, you know, I had pretty much put my money away and put my money to work for me. So that's one plus about getting those kind of checks was, you know, when you can get that kind of check, it's easier to invest and, you know, turn those into bigger and better things. So I did invest a lot of my money that I made in the early days. Not to say I wasn't living my life, but I really wanted to plan for the after time of when I retired, which is of course now.